So we have to, second compartment, we have to lift this up, this trap door, and you can grab it firmly and pull it. And let's get that right out of the way. Now we just have a black insulation foam board. We're going to lift this right up, get this out of the way. Now I'm going to grab the foam insulation on both strut tops towers. One on the passenger side here. There's one on the driver's side. Just pull them out and get them out of the way. You can visually see 1, 2, and then 3 bolt heads. Center one we're not going to touch because it's under spring pressure. This is the only one we're removing if we're doing the strut assembly. We're taking that one right out. 12mm wrench or socket. I'm going to keep them right in here too. We're going to just pull this bolt out in this spacer. I'm just going to leave it right up in here. Now we're going to raise the vehicle. 19mm socket. We're going to take the lug nuts out. And these are studs. So when you get to the last one, you're going to have to hold the tire. I'm going to set these aside. So the last one, spin it so it's on the bottom. Just grab the tire and lift it off. Gonna add some penetrating spray to help this along. 18mm socket. I'm going to loosen these up, and then I'll probably end up going to use the Torx bit to take that off. And the Torx bit is a T40. Grab the link, take it off the top first, and the bottom. Remove this plastic shield. We have 2 mounting bolts, 10mm socket. $17mm socket. I'm going to take the lower shock bolt out. So we're going to remove the furthest to the rear bolt first and the top strut cap. And it's a 14mm socket. Now we're going to take the front bolt off, 14mm socket again. Now with a pry bar, I'm going to pry the bottom half of this housing off that mount, just like that. Guide this right down. Now in order to pull this control arm down again so we can get the spring assembly in, I hooked up a ratchet strap from the bottom of this control arm to the bottom of that, and then I'm just going to ratchet it up. Now let's get the strut assembly in there. Now I'm going to take the strut and bring it up through. All right, just give it a little push in the back and then sit her up. So now that I have the housing up inside the little cutout, I'm going to take one of the bolts for these, the two ears. I'm going to put it in, start it by hand, so that way I can raise this vehicle up and guide the base part on and not have it drop down. I'm going to go as many threads as it will let me. Make sure it's in there nice and sturdy. Perfect. I'm going to raise it up. I went and got a pole jack. You can use a floor jack, but I'm going to push this up the rest of the way to line up the actual where the mounting bolt goes. It just saves me from trying to compress it. There we go. Now with that pole jack compressing that, I can at least hand start this bolt. And you can see that that has a slot to it. See how it's slotted? That's for the actual alignment back here. But let's get that started, at least by hand. See if we can snug it up. All right. So I have like a long punch, and that way I don't damage the threads. I can put it right in where that bottom shock goes. Now I'm going to lift the shock up and hopefully be able to guide it right in there. Okay. I'm going to get a pry bar and pry it right on. Just like that. And then I'll probably end up getting a rubber mallet. Put it on the rest of the way. Let it down some. Just like that. Perfect. Now I'm going to put this little bolt in, shock bolt. I'm just going to take the gun and snug it up, the air gun, and I'll take the strap off so the suspension will seat itself. So 17mm socket, and we're just going to bottom this out. Then we'll torque it to specs. Now we'll just get this ratchet out. You have the ratchet strap taken off and the suspension's in its full place. I'm going to snug these up, then we'll torque them to the factory spec. You have the one in the rear here, 14mm socket. And then the one in the front. Okay, and the torque wrench, factory spec, is 25 Newton meters, which comes out to 18.4 foot-pounds. The lower strut bolt, mounting bolt, is a 17mm socket, and it is 59 foot-pounds. Now we can put our cover back up. It's got two mounting bolts, 10mm socket. Mine broke off, the other one's right there. Now we're going to reinstall the link. I'm going to put the top one through first, then the bottom one. The nuts on. Quick little note. See how the nut looks oval? How that is supposed to look like that. That is called a locking nut. It's bent like that so that when it goes on, it actually squeezes the threads in. So the links come with a little hex head on the back. So the wrench fits in there and holds it, so you don't have to use the Torx bit in the center. That's an 18 millimeter, and the socket nut is an 18 millimeter. So we're going to snug them up. And then we're going to go to the top and do the same. Sway bar link nut torque is 59 foot-pounds. So now I'm going to put the guide bolt on the top here. That half moon just kind of rides right on the circle. You'll see it, feel it. You got to tighten this to 25 Newton meters, which is 18 foot-pounds. And that has a 12 millimeter socket, and we're going to tighten that down to 18 foot-pounds. Now we're going to put our inside insulation back over that shock tower, and then the black cardboard-like insulator. Let it sit right down. It's formed, and then we'll get our lid and put that back, and then just get that furthest lid. And you will see these two pieces are right here. These things are gonna right here. These are gonna guide into the cutout metal. The pins just guide right in there. Just like that, both sides. Remount the tire. Line up the stud holes. Hold it and start one by hand. Might have to wiggle this around to center the first one. Thread it on there. Get one more on the top. Do the same. Then I'm going to take my socket and just snug them up. Now I can put the other three. 19 millimeter. We're going to torque the wheel. Torque specs is 81 foot-pounds. Do it in a star pattern. Double check.